Yeah, man, we're gonna keep it. All right, man. So I want to jump on this topic today, man, because I just heard a story about Kevin Gates, man, the rapper Kevin Gates. You know, he been married to his wife Drika for years, man, and he just got jammed up with a sex tape, right? And she talking about leaving him and doing all that, man. And so I asked myself, why would a woman who's in a scenario where a man is the primary breadwinner, it don't even matter how long she been on the team. Once a man becomes wealthy, he should get certain privileges and benefits. Any man who is the primary breadwinner. See, let me tell y'all a couple of things right now, man. Marriage has no benefits for a rich man. Now, I know every man want to say that marriage has no benefits, but that's a lie. Marriage has benefits for men who are not rich. Every man that I've ever known who's gotten married, he lived a better life. He lived in a better crib. He drove a better car. He had more money, more expendable cash. So marriage does benefit the average man. Let's not act like marriage doesn't benefit anyone. The average man benefits from marriage. Let's not try to act like he doesn't. If you're a man that's going to work, living check to check, and then you get a woman that's living check to check, all of a sudden, y'all ain't living check to check no more because y'all got two incomes. If you're in a situation where it takes two incomes to live the life you're living, then marriage benefited you. Let's get to the point with that right now. If a woman makes more money than you, marriage benefits you. Your life improves with marriage. So let's not act like we don't understand that part. But we're talking about a rich man. We're talking about a man who's getting big paper. We're talking about a man who pays for everything. We're talking about a man who shows a woman a lifestyle that she couldn't have possibly dreamt of. Based on his hard work, blood, sweat, and tears. Should that woman look the other way when that man decides that, hey, now's the time for me to have another woman? Should she be perfectly fine with that? Is it something they need to discuss from the beginning? Or is it something that should just come with the territory? Now, granted, I'm going to tell you this. If you're fool enough of a man to marry a woman who makes all the money and pays all the bills, she deserves to be able to go have another man if she wants to as well. See, let me tell you something about that scenario, man. When you pay for everything, you look at the person that you're taking care of like a child. You look at them like a beneficiary. They're a dependent. You know what I'm saying? And women are already tough enough in relationships that are codependent. But when you're in a relationship that's dependent, come on, man. What do you think is going to happen? So, let's give the people just a little minute to get in here, man. Let's give the people just a little minute. You know what? Let me open this one up, man. I'm going to open the Monday up. The Friday is always going to be members only. Let me open this one up, man, to everybody, man. I left it members only from Friday, and I just never changed it, man. So let me open it up. Monday will be the only live stream that'll be open to everyone, man. Wednesday and Thursday live streams, man, will be members only. So let's get the people time to get in here, man. Got the brothers in the building, man. So we're going to have a talk about this tonight, man, because I do believe that this is something that men need to put on the table, man. I would suggest that if you're a man, if you're going to marry a woman, man, if you're going to do that, you should marry a woman who likes other women. I got a video coming up, man, telling y'all about how, you know, the one time that I did, man, go down on a woman, man, she was a lesbian. Well, she hadn't really decided what she was going to do. Since then, she's in a relationship with a woman now. But she was already on that side. She just didn't want to commit all the way. And so, you know, I feel like, man, I don't know. I guess I tried it with her, man, because I knew she ain't want nobody running up in her. So, you know, even then, man, it was terrible, man. It's just something I'm not going to do anymore, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not telling you I never done it. I've done it once, man. It was nothing. You know what I'm saying? It just, the position was so submissive and I didn't get any benefit from it. So I'm like, hold up. Why am I submitting myself to benefit a woman? It's one thing to submit yourself to benefit yourself. Even I wouldn't do that, but to submit yourself to benefit a woman, that's terrible. So let's get on into this thing, man. Let's get on in here. Let's talk about, first we're going to talk about some things that men need to understand about women. Because this only happens when a man is married or a man is living in one of those married type relationships. You know, one of those cohabitation situations where it's just like you're married. You know what I'm saying? The woman don't have your last name, but you know, y'all share bills and you got a copy of her credit card and she got a copy of your bank card and y'all know each other, you know, passwords and you know, what's the thing you put in, man? Your bank account password, man. Y'all know how to do all of that. But y'all ain't married though. Not legally. So I'm talking about legal marriage and, you know, the common law type. Should a man who is the sole provider be, and I say permitted because once you marry a woman legally, especially in legal marriage, once you marry a woman legally in this country, yeah, she has some power in your life. She has some control in your life. But I say, if, like, women have to understand some things, man. First of all, you have to understand the reason that I say a man should get a cheat pass from his woman. And by cheat pass, I don't mean that, you know, he has to approve it with her every time. She should automatically know that if a man is rich and he's the sole provider, that he is going to go and be with another woman. Not because he doesn't love his woman, but because he doesn't lust his woman anymore. Lust doesn't last a lifetime. Like, you start off strong with the lust, then a man doesn't just continue to lust after the same woman. One part of that is women let themselves go. You ever notice that when you dating a woman, man, and you at her crib, man, and you don't never see her out of pocket? Every time you see her, man, she looking her best. She looking super sexy, man. I mean, she trying to bring the fire to you, man. As soon as you walk in, man, you get bricked up. You know, you harder than Chinese arithmetic every time you see her. Y'all get comfortable and y'all start, you know, hanging at each other's crib a little bit. Then she starts to tone down a little bit, but she still wears something sexy. But instead of wearing sexy lingerie, she'll wear something like panties and she'll wear panties and a t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? So she'll have a t-shirt and panties on, which is still sexy. I actually prefer t-shirt and panties over lingerie. I've never seen lingerie, man, that's sexier than t-shirt and panties, man. Especially, man, when that little body tight, t-shirt and panties is killer. I ain't even talking about boy shorts. I'm talking about t-shirt and panties. Nothing is fly than t-shirt and panties. But you notice, once you start to cohabitate with a woman, it doesn't take long for her to stop wearing t-shirts and panties to bed. For her to start walking around the house in t-shirts and panties. She stops thinking about your arousal and she starts thinking about her comfort. Now, we know women go through a lot of things, man, and they're not comfortable with it. When they go through all this, getting their nails done, getting their toes done, getting their makeup done, getting their hair done, doing all of this, man. We know that those are situations that they just have to suffer through. That's not fun. Those things aren't fun, man, for a woman to have to waste a whole Saturday on something like that. That's not fun at all. But she does it because she cares about arousing you. After a while, she doesn't care about that anymore. That's how other women who are still out there single and care about arousing all men who are always looking sexy, that's how one of those women can turn you on. Now, should you be forced to not get with a woman who is intent on turning you on when you have a woman at home that doesn't care about turning you on anymore? How is that fair to a man? How is it fair to a man to tell him that, okay, your woman at home don't really care about turning you on? Fine. But you can't get that woman who's trying to turn you on out there every time you go in that particular business, or when you go in that particular area, or when she comes in your business, or when you meet her at the bank, or wherever y'all at. Why would a man who's taking care of a woman, if you're taking care of a woman, you're paying everything, the least she could do, man, is make sure she's sexy for you. She ain't got no other responsibility. And God forbid you put a seed in her, sexy goes out the window. She don't care nothing about sexy no more. But let me tell you the crazy thing. She won't look sexy at home, but she'll get sexy to put a picture up on the gram. You know what I'm saying? She'll get sexy to put a picture up on one of these social media sites. But she won't be sexy at home. So I ask you, if you're a man and you're paying all the bills, what is the let's cut to the chase. Let's cover the elephant in the room. What is the benefit of marriage for a rich man? We're talking about a rich man because there's plenty of benefits in marriage for a poor man or a broke man or the average man to just make an average income living check to check. What's the benefit of marriage for a rich man? Any benefit. You can't think of one. Now, that begs the question, why in the hell would a rich man get married? We'll talk about that in a total another show. But I'm talking about right now, let's talk about a woman. Let's cover 5 things that men need to know about women. We know some of these things, but some of them you may have forgotten about it, some of them you may not know. We know women don't marry for love. They marry for provisionary purposes. A woman marries a man who can provide. A man, on the other hand, marries for love. The majority of men who marry a woman marry for love. They marry because they love the woman. Because if you take the emotion out of it, there will be, probably 10% of men will be married. 90% of men would never be married if you take the emotion out of the scenario. Real talk. If you take the emotion out of the scenario, 90% of men would never be married. You take the love out of it, 90% of men on earth would never be married. But also, women don't marry for sex. A woman would never marry a man just because he break her back. Ever. Women have a one-track mind. They're going to marry a man that can provide. These crazy stories that you hear about, man, a woman marrying a man. We always talk about Pookie and Ray Ray and the Thug and all that right there. Those men never marry. Women don't want to marry those guys. A woman never marries a man for sex. But a man will marry a woman for sex. A man will marry a woman because he's whipped. He will marry a woman because she put something on him he ain't never had, man, and he'll hit that one knee, man, pop out that ring in a minute. We've seen scenarios like this. Why do you think Rob Kardashian married Black China? Look at Rob Kardashian. He probably never even had a black girl, period. But then he had one, man, that's got a little fame, man. She's got a body that don't look good to me, probably don't look good to you, but to him, he in hog heaven. Of course he's gonna pop the question to marry her. Now Tiger dropped the seed in her, but he ain't married. Rob married her. No one else married her. Wiz Khalifa married Amber Rose, man, for sex. She was a thought. She didn't have anything else going on. He married her because she put something on him that he never had before, and he got whipped. A woman never marries a man because she got whipped on the wood, man. Women don't function like that. Women function on paper. They function on money. You see what I'm saying? That's what they function on. Another thing, man. A woman can be in the house with a man for over a year or even longer and figure out ways to not have sex with him. She can figure out ways to not want sex from him. I want you to think about this. How can somebody who's attracted to you be in the house with you for a year or longer and never even attempt sex? Never even attempt it. Now, women are smart. Women know. A woman know you don't want her no more if you go all that time without trying to touch her. She know you don't want her. Well, if you listen to Tamar Braxton, then if you don't want your woman, if you don't touch a woman all that time, you must be gay, but you just don't want her. But a man will continue. Man, you're a fool if you stay with a woman, man, that ain't even tried to get sex from you in a year. Ain't even complained about you not having sex with her in a year. Because there's two things. We know she don't want you, but then what's the reason she don't want you? There's a great chance she's getting it from somewhere else. And here you are still talking about this your woman. You see, when you're talking about a relationship, man, I just feel like when a woman has the benefit of having her life changed by a rich man, She should be okay with that man having at least one other woman. She should be okay with that. Now, I do think a wealthy man who knows he's going to want another woman, because we all know that, even when a man gets married, man, the first thing he thinks about, man, is, man, I can't have no more women, man. That's the one deterrent from marriage for men. Man, I can't have no more women. Then what I'm going to expect me to be with just her? We're not wired like that. As men, we're not wired to be with just one woman. We're just not wired to be with just one woman, man. I want to be one woman. Do you? Man, we're not wired for that. And that's just the reality of it, man. So, another thing you have to think about is this, man. When a woman lets herself go, or even if she don't let herself go, whatever happens to lower her self-esteem, when her self-esteem is lowered, her libido is almost certainly going to be lowered as well. So her sex drive goes away as her self-confidence and self-esteem goes away. Man, you could find the fattest, blackest, funkiest, brokest man in the world. That boy still want to get laid. It don't matter what situation the man there, that boy still wants some leg, man. That boy still wants some leg, man. Listen, man. Look, he wants some leg and head. And willing to pay for it. So when you think about that, all of these things that a man has to deal with, and let's not even talk about when it's her time of the month. What if that's the week, man, you the horniest? You can't even touch it that week. So you see what I'm saying? Women should be more fair about understanding that a man is going to need more than just her sexually. Now, this is the thing. They want it all. It doesn't matter to them that you only take care of your one household. It's not like you giving another woman paper, putting her in the crib, you might, but let's say you're not putting another woman in the crib and you ain't spending no money on her, you ain't doing none of that, man. You ain't taking care of no other home and nothing like that, man. The woman, that's not enough for her. She wants you to take care of her, pay everything. Then she wants you to be with just her sexually. Then she wants you to be her confidant. Then she wants you to be her best friend. Then she wants you to be, come on, man. If a woman wants you to be all that, man, you need a woman that just wants you to break her back. That's the fun of being a bachelor. The fun of being a bachelor is you can just break backs. But a woman will want you to take care of her and still want to take that from you. She want to take the thrill of just breaking backs from you. She don't want you to do that no more. She want to take you completely off the market in all ways. Because let me tell you something. If you're a rich man, or even if you're a man who can provide, who can be the sole provider, your woman is scared. I mean, she is terrified that another woman is going to come and reap the benefit of having a man who can provide solely for her. So that causes her judgment to be clouded. She's not going to think and say, well, let me see, maybe I'll bring one of my girlfriends over here and we'll have a threesome, or, or I'll let those two get it in as long as I know the woman, or man, let me tell you something. If a woman want to keep a man, especially an alpha male, if she want to keep a man that's super paid and he alpha, super masculine, she better make sure she understand that man gonna need to have another woman at some point. And she might as well just let it happen in the beginning. Just come in and go along with the flow. And then a man needs to know you don't have to settle for a woman, man, who's gonna try to pin you to just her. You don't have to settle for a woman that don't want you to have another woman, man. I wouldn't. I just ain't never met the one woman, man. I'm like, oh man, she's all I need. I don't feel like old boy, man. Method man. You're all I need to get by, man. That ain't it for me, bro. That ain't it for me, man. Let me get these super chats, man, before they shoot by me. Shanzir, man, appreciate the $20 super chat, man. Lincoln Links, appreciate the $1 super chat, bro. Weez Bowski, what up, Weez? Appreciate the super chat, man. $5 super chat, bro. Say bars. Salute to you, bro. So, the bottom line, man, is, you have to keep in mind, man, that you're already the prize just because you're a man. But if you're a sole provider, if you're a man and you got the paper to provide, man, you are more than a prize. You are a publisher's clearinghouse sweepstake. You the jackpot. So a woman should understand that women are just selfish. They're selfish as hell, man. And let me tell you another thing. The problem is women have no idea how men function when it comes to love and lust. A woman has absolutely no idea how a man functions, man. She just don't know. She don't know that our love and our lust are two different things. Who we love has nothing to do with who we screw, man. It has absolutely nothing to do with it. You can put a bag over a woman's head, man, of her body type, man. Shit, most of us will knock it out. Man, let me tell you something. And this is real talk. I don't care how rich you are. I don't care how paid you are. I don't care how much of a player you are. If the situation is right, there ain't too many women that most men won't hit. Now, I mean, you can't get the worst looking booger bat in the world, but I'm talking about like from 5s on up, there ain't too many women that most men won't hit under the right circumstances. Let you be going through a dry spell. You go through a dry spell, that 5 look like a 7. She clean herself up, she look like an 8. When you ain't on a dry spell, that 5 is a 5. She clean herself up to a 5.5. But when you on a dry spell, man, when you ain't had no female company, man, in a minute, bro, you will go down on your standards and requirements. That's just how we function as men. After a certain point, we just need to get it in. That's why you have to be in control of that libido, because if not, man, you be around here knocking down a whole bunch of 4s, man, and you'll be like shallow hair around here, man, knocking down number bomb bras, man. You'll swear you knocking down dimes. SJ3, appreciate the $5 super chat, bro. SJ say for the collection plate, 100 shot. Salute to you, bro. You know, the bottom line is this, man. As a man, you have to understand, once you get all your stuff together, in reality, once you get all your stuff together, man, most men anyway, there are some men, man, who just content with one woman. There are some men who are actually content with one woman. But I'm talking about the majority of us. The overwhelming majority of us, man, we need multiple women. We need at least 2. I'm not saying we need to be players, but we need 2 women, man. Your life will be better, man. If you got one woman, man, the majority of men, man, will be happier men if they had 2 women. That's why I say, man, you got to be able to have your own space. Never give up your space. Even if you marry a woman, bro, if I was to marry a woman, man, I'd still have a fly bachelor pad. I still have a fly bachelor pad. For one thing, who wants to be around a woman that, let me tell you something. Look at the detriments of being married, man, and being in a relationship. Man, you gotta be around the same woman every day, bro. Every day? Come on, man. Mari's dope. Appreciate the $5 super chat, man. Why is marriage a scam? You gotta be joking. So, hey, man, I just want y'all to check out the new setup, man. I haven't quite got the lighting right yet, man. I'm trying to work out that 3-point lighting, man. But what we working with here, man, I got the Elgato HD-60S Plus. So the quality, man, we're shooting in, it's coming through in 1080. I'm recording in 4K. It's coming through in 1080p. I got 2 lights right here. I got a key light right there. I got a what I call a shadow light right there. I got another light shining on the background back there, man. And we're streaming on the Sony a6100 with the Sigma 16mm f1.4 lens, man. So I've got a dummy battery in there, man, that gives me all day power. I can stream for 10 hours if I want to, man. And this is the setup, man. So I just wanted to share y'all with that, man, and put you up on it. This is one angle of the setup, man. I'll give y'all another one Wednesday, man. But this is, we may shoot this one Wednesday, man. You know what I'm saying? So I say this to you, brothers. When you are a man, and we're all striving to be that man who is financially secure. I'm talking about financially secure, financially free. You want to be financially free. And if you're financially free, a woman is going to come into your life. Now, here a woman comes into your life, a life that she could never have on her own. She could never have that life on her own, ever. And now suddenly, you put her in that life, and not only, she can't even appreciate that life. She can't even appreciate the life enough to say, man, you put me in this life, I sure do appreciate it. I ain't gonna even sweat you, man, if you go out there and get another woman. As long as you don't replace me in this life with her, they don't even want that. They want you to stay away from other women. They want you to be, they want you to be submissive to them. They want you to give them everything you got. Give them the world, and then give them all of yourself as well. Man, women are selfish as hell, bro. They don't give a damn what you give them. They don't appreciate nothing. They have this sense of entitlement. They feel like no matter what you give, you should give more. If you give 100% of yourself, they want you to find 10 more percent, so you give 110% of yourself. They never want to give anything. All they do is sit with their hands open and receive, bruh. When they're in a relationship, and every other facet, like they give like hell, man. They you know, man, they give like, you know, the Latter-day Saints. But, you know, in a relationship with you, they don't want to give anything. All they do is take, man. JB Lux, what up, man? Bro said, appreciate the weekend. King Rare and Inspired drops. Keep bringing the wisdom and dope drop. Salute to you, bro. Appreciate the super chat. Man, what you mean, why is marriage a scam, man? Marriage is set up for women to win. Since you're super chatting, man, I'm going to go ahead and answer your question. Marriage is set up for women to win, bro. Legal marriage is set up for women to win. What is the benefit for a man to trap himself into a situation with a woman where if he tries to leave, he has to pay with half of what he has? What's the benefit in that? That don't sound like a scam to you? You got to pay to get into it and pay even more to get out of it? You can't leave a woman whenever you get ready? When you get tired of her, you can't leave. You got to pay her half of what you got to leave? That don't sound like a scam to you, homie? I tell you what, if you don't think it's a scam, go ahead and do it. A woman has too much power in that scenario. You never want to put yourself in a scenario where a woman has power. Ever. Now let's ask some other questions, man. See, let me tell you something. A woman will marry a rich man she's not even remotely attracted to. Like, she'll marry a rich man that doesn't arouse her in any kind of way. But she'll expect that rich man to not go get sex, even though she's not going to give him none. I want y'all to think about how selfish this is. How selfish is it for a woman who's not attracted to a man, who doesn't want to have sex with him, to, because she's legally got him wrangled right now, forbade him to get sex from anywhere else? That man cannot get sex from his woman at home until she decides to ration it out to him on his birthday or something like that. But he is forbade for going out having another woman. She'll divorce him and take half of everything he got, man, if you go out and get another woman. I want you to think about how selfish it is to even marry a man that you're not even remotely attracted to. That's like a broke man marrying a woman he can't even remotely even provide for in any kind of way. And just so you know, if you marry a woman, it is your responsibility to provide for your family. As a man, it is your responsibility to provide a lifestyle for your family. If you can't afford to do that, you shouldn't be married in the first place. You shouldn't be in no type of relationship in the first place. You should just be, you know what I'm saying, sticking and moving, you know, bobbing and weaving. You know what I'm saying? Giving and receiving. That's all you should be doing. So when you think about the fact that a woman will she will legally agree to lock down a man that she don't want to have sex with. And then, you know, she threaten that man to take everything he got, man, if he goes out and has sex with another woman, man. How selfish is that? How selfish is that, man? And let me tell you something. This is what women need to understand. A rich man is irreplaceable in a woman's life. It's not like a woman marries a rich man, then she divorces him and marries another rich man. She divorces him and marries another rich man. Those type of women make the news, man. Those type of women are on talk shows. A rich man is irreplaceable in a woman's life, but the woman that he marries, women who will marry a rich man come a dime a dozen. You understand? A rich man can always get a wife. A rich man can always get a woman. Why she's with him, that's a totally different story, but a rich man can always get a woman. Hey, man, women are very indispensable when you got your money right. So, since they're so indispensable, that means that their value is low. You know what I'm saying? When you are a paid man, women have low value. Why? Because you so far above their level, you're so paid that you got to pull them up to your level. This is what I tell men all the time. There's two things, when you deal with a woman, there's one of two things you're going to do. You're either going to lower yourself to her level or pull her up to your level, because y'all are not going to be on the same level. It's just about what you're going to do. When you meet a woman, you're automatically above her level just because you're a man. Now, you may look at finances and say, well, she got more money than me. So what? She ain't got no wood in her pants. So you got to keep in mind, man, that when you lift a woman up to your level, you have to be sure she knows everything you want. And that's why when rich men act like betas, I'm like, bro, you rich. Why in the hell you acting beta? You paid. You can, man, listen, boy, man, you could counsel her, man, and go buy another one tomorrow. Why are you sitting here being a chump, man? Sean Real, appreciate the $5 super chat, bro. Bro, say straight game. Salute to you, bro. Dirty Dan, Big OG, man. Appreciate the $5 super chat. Boy, say, what's your take on having kids? Is the risk worth it if you want a family? Should you marry first and have kids, or have kids and not marry? Man, let me tell you something, bro. That's a good question. In this society, man, you have to raise your children separately from their mother. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have a child right now, you have to have a space to raise your children separately from their mother. You have to show them a totally different way. You understand? Unless you're one of the fortunate men who marries a woman who is really vibing with you, man, and she really submissive to your vibe, man, and really goes your way. Because this is the thing. Before you have a child with a woman, you have to make sure that you can be sure that she knows you're going to raise your child the way you want to, and she's going to have to buy into that. The problem that happens, why so many men back away and just become absent fathers, is just the fact that, and I won't say absent fathers, just become fathers that are not in the household. They get to the point where they realize, in order for me to actively raise this child with this woman, I have to compromise the way I want to raise the child. You can't do that as a man. As a man, you have to separate from that scenario and fight to get the right to have your child with you at least as much as is with his mother, if not more. If you don't get full custody, you at least have to get joint custody, because you need to be able to train, especially a son. You need to be able to train your son in a masculine environment where he ain't got his mother to run back to, mommy, mommy. You don't need him to have that. We live in a society where now men have to compromise too much in these scenarios. That's why I say, if you're a rich man, why in the hell are you compromising? A rich man shouldn't compromise nothing. 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 I can't, listen, bro, I can't even understand why a poor man would compromise. But a rich man, come on, bro. What are you compromising for? You got everything. You bringing everything to the table. She ain't bringing nothing. The only thing comparable or commensurate to rich is that a woman can bring to the table is virginity. And I'm gonna take a swig of this, man, while y'all sit and tell me how many of y'all got a virgin in your life right now. Not a woman you think is a virgin, a woman you know is a virgin. How many of y'all got a virgin for sure in your life right now? See what I'm saying? We live in a different place right now, man. We live in a world where men are still getting rich, but women are no longer virgins. Men are still getting paper. Men are still being providers, but women are no longer bringing the value that they could have. The only value a woman could bring to an equation is virginity. The same way you could bring major paper that she ain't never seen. The only thing she could bring to the table is some good loving that nobody else has ever seen. You're not gonna meet that woman in this society. If you do, you are blessed. Lock her down. But you're not gonna meet that woman in this society. You're not gonna meet her, brothers. She's not gonna meet you. You're just not gonna meet her. So that's why I say, man, and that's why I look at it and say, I don't even know why dudes get married anyway. Bro, let me tell you something. It's some real talk. And I know some beta male, somebody Johnny gonna come and say, well, Dr. BOA, you're not a virgin. Shouldn't a woman beta have a virgin too? Man, I don't even respond to fools like you. I don't even respond to fools like you, so I'm not answering that. Shut up. You got to keep in mind, man, that, bro, I am not finna marry no woman, man, who has been slept with by other men. I'm not gonna do it. She is not a wife. She is not intended to be a wife, bro. You got to show enough be feeling that woman for that. And then the thing is, she got to like have been married and divorced by one man. Man, you think I'm finna get with a woman, man, marry one man that be with about 5, 6 dudes, and that's on the low end. Man, I'm not finna marry one be with 2 or 3 dudes. And man, no, it's just not gonna happen, bro. It ain't gonna happen. You ain't gonna have. Me, bro, listen, I'm gonna have multiple wives at all times. And we ain't even talking about legal right now. But even if we were talking about legal, man, I'm gonna have multiple wives at all times. If you see me legally married, I'm in the country, man, where I can have a harem. I'm just not doing it, man. It just doesn't make sense. Now, I'll tell you another thing too, man. You got to think. There's a level of business attached to a financially one-sided marriage. If the situation is financially one-sided, where the man is the sole provider and the woman just be at the crib, man, even if there's a child or two involved, man, she just be at the crib. The man pay for everything, pay all the bills. He buy the house, he buy the cars, he pay for the children to go to school. He pay for all that, man, and then he get her a stipend, man, and she, man, there's a level of financial, of financial or fiscal business. There's a business arrangement attached to that make that woman seem more like a commodity. You know what I'm saying? Like a trading piece, or an investment, than anything that you want to poke on, man. So you get to that point, man, a lot of time, man, men be taking care of these women, man. They don't want to have sex with that woman. They already give her everything else. That's how I feel, man. If I'm going to give a woman everything else, man, I'm not giving her the wood too. That's backwards. I'm not finna take care of her, man, and give her the wood too. She winning. I'm losing like hell. What am I winning if I'm giving her everything? Help me understand that, man. That's crazy, man. I'm giving all of me. If I give her all the paper and then I give her the wood, break her back, man, I ain't getting nothing. Then I gotta look at her same face every day, man. Come on, bro. That's torture. I don't want that. Cause this is the thing. You provide all that, she gonna feel like she winning. That woman ain't gonna be taking care of herself, man, trying to stay on point. She ain't, bro. It's rare that you put a woman in that situation, man, when she be taking care of herself, trying to stay fly. Then the thing is, you get caught up in your feelings, so she pick up about 50 pounds. You still talking about you in love with her and still grabbing on and holding on her, man, like she fine, like she was, man. No, you caught up in your feeling. You still seeing the same girl. Let me tell you what love will make you do. Love will make you keep seeing the fine her in the fluffy her. So you'll look at her and you'll look in her eyes, and love will make you pull out all the positives about her. So she got those little slanted cat eyes, you'll still look at those eyes. She got those big, full, pretty lips, you'll still look at those lips. It won't matter, man, that now she got a spare tie around her waist. That won't matter. It won't matter that now her thigh is the size of your torso. That won't matter. You'll still be looking at the good things about her, the pretty things about her. Whatever's left, if it ain't but two things left, you'll latch on to those two things. Love blinds you, bro. That's why they always say love is blind. Love is blind. Not in more ways than one, but in the way we're talking about right now, love is blind because it makes you not see the flaws of a woman. It makes you not see how much a woman has let herself go. And then after you detach yourself from the situation, you're looking at it, you be like, damn, man, Shawty got bigger than a mug, man. I ain't know she got that big. But you don't know it until you look back at it. That's why I tell men to stay out of your emotions. You got to stay out of that love space, because that love space will have you taking care of a woman hand and foot, you paying everything, and then you still letting her treat you, like sex with you is an option. Shawty, sex with me is a damn demand. It's your responsibility. So if you paying all the bills and she ain't even having sex with you, bro, she ain't giving you nothing. She ain't giving you nothing. C. Rob, appreciate the $2 super chat, bro. And a lot of times, man, we as men have to understand this, bro. Every time we look at a scenario and we find ourselves trying to find out what the benefit is, that means there's no benefit. The one thing men do really well is figure out the benefit of a situation. And if you sitting trying to brainstorm and figure out how a situation benefits you, then it doesn't benefit you, bruh. It just doesn't benefit you. There's nothing you can do about it. So, I look at these scenarios and I'm like, man, now here this dude is, man, he done changed this broad life, man. And now she trying to take him down through that, man, because he had sex. Bro, we talking about sex. We talking about he just had sex with another broad. And then let me tell you something that women gonna say. Well, yeah, he can do it as long as she can do it too. Why in the fuck would she be able to do it and she don't pay nothing? She don't pay the cost to be the boss. If he paid the cost to be the boss, but she don't, why would she be able to do what he does? Tell her, yeah, she can do it. If she starts splitting half of these expensive bills, if she take on half of this $20,000 a month it take for us to live, and she gonna pay 10 of it, yeah, she can do what she want to do then. Matter of fact, she can't do what she want to do then. She got to take over like I've been taking over. Tell her to pay the whole $20,000 a month, then yeah, she can go do what she want to do. See that response right there, when women make that response, yeah, well, yeah, he can go ahead and do what he want to do, as long as she can too. Man, let me tell you something. That's a woman telling you, well, it don't matter if you pay for everything. I still need to be able to be equal to you. Well, how the hell are you equal to me if I'm paying for everything? Where's this equality? What makes you equal? I make the money, you spend it? That's not equal. Nah, man, you know what? This is actually, is it Jack Morgan? Yeah, it's Jack Morgan, man. It's Jake. So you got to keep in mind, man, that, you know, we live in a society, man, that wants you as a man to believe that a woman is golden, that a woman's value is so much higher than it is. This society wants you to believe that everything you have to give is the least you can do because you got a woman. Do you understand that, brother? You got a woman. You should give everything that you have, bro. You got a woman. An American woman. I got a video coming up later this week, man, entitled Have American Women Gone Too Far? Y'all be looking for that, man. I got some great content coming up this week, man. I appreciate all the support. So this is what you have to understand, man. Men have sex for lust, and lust dies after a while, mainly because a woman doesn't want you lusting after her, man, once you marry her. She wants sex to be a thing of the past. A woman uses sex to get you like you use money to get her. Once she got you, she don't want to have sex no more. Devin Miles, appreciate the $5 Canadian, bro. Bro say I would never understand why these rich brothers. Let me go back up here, man. I would never understand why these rich brothers continue to live a compromised life when they're bringing the whole world to the table. Bro, that's my thing, man. They bringing the whole world to the table. I'm like, man, they bringing the whole world to the table. Weez Bowski, appreciate $10 super chat, bro. Say 100. I'm a father, and I couldn't agree with that statement more. Think, fellas, before kids, then think again. Real talk, man. Keep thinking. Keep thinking. Lincoln Links, appreciate the $1 super chat, man. You know, the bottom line is this, brothers. We have to keep in mind that as you strive to become the most alpha version of yourself, you have to make sure that you don't get caught up in these beta male situations. Because as you become more alpha, the enemies of your success and those who work for the enemy of your success will attempt to make you fall into a beta situation, because no one cares about making a beta be beta. He already beta. They want an alpha to find themselves trapped in a beta situation. So you have to make sure that you keep in mind, man, that men are the prize, and if you're a paid man, a woman can never even, there's nothing she can give to equate to what you give. If you're a paid prize, come on, man. And this is the thing, if you got your money right, your body right, your mind right, your spirit right, your soul right, your heart right, man, come on, bro. What can that woman give you? It takes 2 or 3 women to even serve a man of that caliber. The problem is dudes don't think their caliber increases. There are dudes out here, man, they can make $10 million, man. They still think like a dude that's got $100 in his pocket. They be saying, man, money don't make me money. No, money don't make you, but money make your life hella better. I'll tell you that much. That's crazy, man. I look at these things, man, and I say, man, you know, what the hell is wrong with these guys, man? You get plenty of paper, and you tie yourself into a poor man's situation. This is the thing. Marriage is really a poor man's thing. These days, marriage it went from being a rich man thing traditionally to these days in this society is a poor man's thing. It's a man who's being forced. His hand is being forced because marriage these days, indicates that a woman is in control. It gives a woman a level of control that she would have never had before. So you got these men out here, man, marrying women, man, just taking their balls out, just taking their whole scrotum. They don't even take the balls, just take the whole scrotum. And so take the whole sack off of you. And if you're a rich man, how you give up your sack if you rich, bro? How you give up your sack if you rich? Man, and that's another thing, man. Good you said that, gamers. There's a whole bunch of ex chasing around here. Man, let me tell you something. You better never go back to your ex. Now one of them. You better never even think about going back to one of them. Because if they left you, they still don't want you. They're coming back to you because you the easiest way out. And if you left them, why did you leave them? They ain't changed. They got worse, fool. Let me tell you something about women, man, that you got to know. After a certain point in life, man, women don't get better. They get worse. And that age is young. At about 25, 26, the average American woman is set in her ways. Once a woman gets set in her ways, which are bad, think about your ways at 25. At 25, you don't know shit. So you're going to get set in your ways at 25 when you don't know nothing? And you just going to ride out the rest of your life on that stupidity? Come on, bruh. What can that woman benefit you? What can that woman benefit you, man? Nothing. There's nothing she can give you, man. And it's crazy out here, man, that men will continue to live in a situation, man, where, a woman got them by the gonads, man, and they just take it. They just take it, man. I got partners right now, man. Well, they ain't really partners, but I know cats right now, man, they can't even talk the same way around their old lady that they talk when their old lady ain't around. You know what I'm saying? The way I talk to you, man, right now, man, the same way I would talk, man, if I had my two shouters up in here right now, man. They know how I talk. They know how I get down. They subscribe to the channel. They listen to all of it. They don't never have nothing to say, but good show, Dad. They don't have nothing to say. Damn, Dad, you had a lot of people in that night. They don't never have nothing to say. Because I'm not different with them than I am in here with you, men. I'm the same. I'm even more harsh with them because I'm dealing with their feminine energy. But the problem is you got a group of men in the world today who don't feel like they could be themselves around women. They got to tone down who they are. They got and you hear cats talking about it, man. You can't be, you got to tone it down, man. You can't be all, you can't be, that way with women. You can't just be, you can't be an asshole. If that's who you are, you can. I'm not saying you don't turn it on extra when women are around, but if you are who you are, you are who you are. I was telling the brother today, man, he like, man, I really want a relationship. I like, man, if you really want a relationship, man, then don't deal with no women, man, who ain't ready to give you that. Like, you got to be who you are. Every man ain't going to be alpha. Every man ain't going to have the scars that I have, man, that make me swear off relationship forever. Some men want a relationship, but if you do, you got to make sure that you don't have no woman around you who is incapable of giving you that or who's unworthy of that. And we as men, man, we got to take the power back. We got to take the control back of these relationships, man. Because this is the thing. We're not going to go the rest of our lives without dealing with women. I don't even buy into that, man. To me, that's sucker talk. Talking about going the rest of your life without women, man, that's sucker talk. If you're going to go the rest of your life without women, I bet you're going to have a man. If any man tell me I'll never have another woman, that means he telling me he going to have a man. A man or a tranny or something. Because he ain't going to just go the rest of his life and be alone. None of us are. None of us are going to go the rest of our life and just be 100% alone, man, and never have no intimacy with no woman, man. That's unrealistic. That's unrealistic, man. Man, that's exactly what it is, man. It's like going straight back to food you vomited, man. I'm like, come on, bro. We not dogs. We're not. I just did a video about that, man. You know what I'm saying? Going back to being beta. So you return like a dog returning to his vomit. You know what I'm saying? Like, men can't break the habit of being beta, man. So they just continue to be beta more and more and more, man. You know what the bottom line is, man? Bro, I don't even wrap my mind around the concept of, man, I'm not gonna ever have a woman again. Shh. Boy, about to be June. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna go a tad bit haywire in a minute. For me, you know what I'm saying? Not for the average man, but for me. So I say this to you, man. You know, we sit around, man, and we keep behaving as if being this way is wrong. As if not wanting a woman to control our lives is wrong. As if being in full control of every relationship and interaction we have with women is wrong. You know, you're controlling. You're damn right. You're mean. You're damn right when I have to be. You're facetious. I kinda am. You don't ever want to hear my opinion. Nope. You think men are above women. I don't think men are above women. You're lying on me. I know men are above women. This is my mindset. Always gonna be my mindset. And I'm not compromising that so I can say, ooh, I got more women than I would have had. Damn that. I let these boys do the compromise. They do the compromise and I do the uprising. Drip, you got a ways to go, man. Stay focused, man. Stay away from these bras. So, you know, in reality, brothers, the reality of the situation is this. If you're a man who getting plenty of paper and you the sole provider, you should be able to do whatever the hell you want to do, whether you got a woman or not. If you rich and you got a woman, she's just one of your women. You understand what I'm saying? No rich man has just one woman. He may have one that he claimed, but no rich man has just one woman that he interacting with, that he dealing with. Probably that he couldn't. And those who do may not have anything constant, but don't be the type of dude that ever have one night stand. Mess around, meet a chick somewhere, man, knock the knobs off of a man and never see her again. But I say this, man, that we're going to go ahead and get on out of here, man. I ain't want to hold this thing too long, man. You know, I don't really like to stay up in here, man, for, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours, man. I like to come put something up, man, that people don't mind come back and listen to. Joker see 10 hours up there, man. He be like, man, I'm not even going to click on that. So, what I say, man, heading out this thing, man, is this, brothers. You got to keep in mind one thing. What you accept is what you deserve. So you have to demand what you want to accept. Because if you accept less than you demand, that's on you. I don't sympathize with you, man, if you accept less than you demand. That means that you weren't really demanding what you thought you was demanding. That means you being a sucker. So I say you give yourself every opportunity to win, man. Give yourself every opportunity to win. And how do you do that? How do you give yourself every opportunity to win? By always remembering that you are the prize. And you already have the prize. Because you all you got. So never compromise that for a woman who is absolutely not the prize. None of them are.